It was a super weird day around here today, so I didn't have a chance to schedule this to get this going. So I'm just kind of going. I'm just going without being prepared. Well, I am prepared, but I didn't announce this or anything like that. So this is just going to be one of those things where I'm just going live on all the channels. By the way, if you pardon me for not making the eye contact, because I just want to make sure that we are live everywhere. So pardon me for not announcing this. I know a lot of people, a lot of people look for me to announce these things, and then then they're like, oh, okay, I'm going to make sure I'm going to be there. But all right, looks like we're good. I just need to turn this on. Blink. Boom. I'll talk about that in a second, but I had to make sure that thing was on. So welcome aboard. And I got a very interesting question asked of me today. And that question, in fact, I want to see if I saved this question so that I can actually read it. I don't think I did. I don't think I saved this thing. Let me just see one more place to look. I'm going to have to paraphrase this question, but that's okay. I can do that. That's super, super easy to do. Oh my gosh, what happened here? What's going on with the video? Did you see that? Like, that video just went really wacky. Like, it went in all directions, but it looks like, yeah, look at that. I'm seeing it now. Yeah, I'm seeing it catch up on the streams. Don't worry. I got it squared away. And now I'm watching myself fix it because there's like a 10-second buffer, but I think we got that thing squared away. That was weird. All right, so I had a really interesting question asked of me today. I'm going to hang out on the LinkedIn chat, by the way. So if you're chatting on LinkedIn, that's great. I will check in on the other streams as well, just to make sure everybody gets their fair set of attention. But hello, LinkedIn. I'm over here with you right now. So here was the question that was asked of me today. And I'm going to frame this thing up properly. This person came to me and they said, I have just started charging more money to my new clients, but I have not raised my rates to my existing clients. What should I do? And that's a great question. And that might be something that you're either thinking about or you might be going through it right now. A lot of people are raising their rates right now to handle what's going on with the economy. And that might be you. And so if that is, and you're raising rates for new people coming in, but you're hesitant to raise rates for existing clients, we're going to get all of that out today. We are going to together unpack this, and we're going to explore the things that you can be doing right now to make sure that you're successful in raising your rates and that you don't lose a lot of business. Now, you might lose some business, of course, but that's going to be okay. Promise you, it's going to be okay. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Thanks for joining me if you are joining me. And you might be wondering, who is this guy that keeps being suggested to me in my news feed? And why? Why is that he's suggested? Well, you might be an entrepreneur or an expert looking to grow your business, and that's what I help people do. It's Chris Prouty, and for the last 21 years, I have helped thousands of experts, entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants, service providers wildly grow their businesses by attracting new clients to their businesses using the internet, using free posts in their social media newsfeed, using SEO. And we've been doing it very successfully for quite some time. I used to do it for people, but now I teach people how to do it themselves because there are so many people that just want that control and they don't want to have to rely on someone else to do it for them. And if that's you, well, you're in the right place and I'm glad you're here. And if we've never met before, I just put this link right up here. It's for a free class that I give. If you'd like to attend a free class with me and learn the 5 ways that you can be, 5 things you can be doing to grow your business right away, just jump on that link and give me your name and email. I'm going to send you a personal invitation to a free class with me, and we have a ton of fun teaching it. Okay, so the question that was asked was, for those of you who have just joined, and I see a bunch of people have just joined as I look at the numbers, the question that was asked was, I have started raising my rates for new clients, but I haven't raised my rates for existing clients, and what should I do? And so I asked just a couple of clarifying questions. The hesitancy to not raise rates for existing clients was because they were afraid of losing their existing clients. And that certainly is something that you might be afraid of as well and would be hesitant to raise rates on existing clients. So let's diagnose this and let's really just get to the root of this. Here's my opinion on the entire matter of raising rates. you are certainly free to raise rates. As an entrepreneur or somebody who runs their own business, you can raise rates whenever you want. You can charge more for what you do whenever you want. It's easier to do with newer clients. It's harder to do with existing clients. But when you do raise rates for people who are already familiar with your service and what you do and what you offer and what you offered for the lower rates and now you're offering with the higher rates, it would be wise to also increase your level of service. Now, this does not mean that you need to invent a whole bunch of new things that you're going to be doing. Actually, quite the contrary. You could either do what you were doing, but find ways to do it better, more innovative, faster, better results. You could find ways to reframe it and repackage it so that it's completely different than what anyone else is doing out there. But no matter what, whenever you raise rates, especially for people who know you, you're going to be in a much better position if you can also change or elevate the service that you're offering. But you don't need to reinvent the service you're offering. Simply reframe it in a way that demonstrates they're getting more for the more that they're paying. Now, people who have never heard of you before, and it's the first time they're experiencing you, probably don't have to do that because they don't know what you used to offer. But for the people who are experiencing you and already know what you do, you definitely want to make sure that you're presenting yourself in a way that they're getting more for what they're paying. Because just arbitrarily raising rates is going to be off-putting to a lot of people, especially nowadays, where it seems like everywhere we turn, people are raising rates. So the foundation for raising your rates should be to reframe, repackage, reimagine the way that you present your services so that people understand that they're getting more for what they're paying. We never want to lie. We always want to be very open and clear, but we also want people to know that they're getting more for what they're paying. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, I will remind you, especially for the few who have joined since I started, I put this link right here for you if you'd like to take a free class with me that I'm delivering this week. This is a brand new one that I'm delivering that I haven't delivered previously. It's going to be a great one. I'm going to have a ton of fun with this one. Preparing for it has been fun. You're going to have a lot of fun learning. I'm going to be covering 5 strategies to growing your business. And we're going to be talking about money, and we're going to be talking about mindset. We're going to be talking about social media and content. We're going to be talking about clients and finding clients. Lots of great stuff is happening here this coming week. So just go there, give me your name and email. I'm going to send you a personal invitation to that class. So you've set your foundation, you're increasing or enhancing your level of service, and you're presenting that to your new prospects. What do we do about the existing clients? Well, there is a percent of your existing clients who are going to have exactly zero problem with you raising rates. You simply raise the rates, you're very clear with them, you give them enough notice well in advance, you let them know, hey, we're reshaping the business. Rates are your fee, your rates are going to be going up. Here are all of the things that you're currently getting, and here's how we're going to make this even better for you. And because you've been with us a while, I'd like to throw in a bonus for you as well. And you can make that bonus whatever you want. My recommendation to you is make the bonus something that you already have that you can add to their service that doesn't deteriorate your position, that doesn't take away from your margins or deteriorate your profitability. So this could be a class that you recorded, a webinar that you gave, a talk that you gave somewhere, and you can package that up as a micro learning and you can drop it into a system where they can consume it. So giving them something a little bit extra, showing them that you're going to go that extra mile for them in addition to the raising the rates, I don't think you're going to have a problem with anybody. Business people are going to understand that. If you're selling business to business, shouldn't be a problem at all. If you're selling business to consumer, you're going to need to really take that care and pay that very close attention to the people that you're working with. I work with both business to business as well as business to consumer. And actually, if you are a business go to proutyclass.com and sit in on a free class that I'm giving this week. It's going to be amazing for you. If you are just an individual, you can go here as well, because I've got something for everybody in this. Just go to proutyclass.com. Prouty's my last name, in case you didn't know that. Class is what I'm giving, and .com is what I need to be on the internet. So just go there at your leisure, and I'll see you in that class. So you have offered to your existing clients just a little bit more, just something to say, hey, I'm thinking about you. Please understand I have to do this. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a bonus, for your loyalty to me. For the rest of your existing clients, you're going to still want to raise the rates. And I'm going to talk about why it's important to raise the rates for existing clients as well in just a few minutes, because there's something very important that you must understand. Give me a moment and I will get to that. For the rest of your clients, it's just going to be important to be very clear, very transparent, very honest with them, and just go to them and say, look, my business is growing, and in order for me to grow, I'm going to need to raise rates. And so your rate is going from X to Y, and I value you as a client, and I certainly hope that you understand that this is a business move that I'm making, and this is going to be your new rate. You are going to lose some people because of this. I have dropped services when they've raised rates, even if they came to me and they were transparent and they were very open about it. I've left some people that served me because of that. And I left them because I didn't see the value in the raised rate. So that's a big clue for you. You might have done the same. That's a very, very big clue for you, is that make sure that the perceived value increases along with the rates. But just be transparent and open. Understand that you're going to lose some clients. That's fine. You'll replace those with new clients. And generally, we find that people who pay more for a service get a better result, even if the service doesn't change. That's a whole conversation for another time. So why must you raise rates even for your existing clients? And this is a very important conversation for us to have. So get ready, take some notes on this. It won't be a lot of notes, but this is going to be very important for you to understand. Before I get to that, I want to remind you one more time, this week I'm giving a free class. And for being here today, I would love to invite you to become a part of that class. You're going to have a great time in this class, and I have a great time teaching it. People get results from the class during the class. Like, that's how powerful this thing is. And I see Michelle in the comments wishing a good evening. And Michelle was in one of those classes and now is in my mentorship and is having an amazing time and sending me beautiful messages about the transformation that she's making. So I love seeing that. And I see a butterfly, which is she put a butterfly in her comment, which is the symbol for transformation and metamorphosis. And that is exactly what is happening to her. So Michelle, thank you for being here. And thank you for that lovely comment. So yeah, and please just go here, go to proutyclass.com, sign up for that workshop. I will see you this week. We get to interact together. It's a great time. So why must you must increase the rates for your existing clients? And the answer is very simple. There is a law of the universe called the law of fair exchange. The law of fair exchange says that when we provide a service for someone, we must be compensated fairly for that service. We must be in balance. And what we receive must be equal in our perception to what we gave. And in order for fair exchange to be honored, both parties have to participate. They have to receive in fair exchange, and we have to give and receive in fair exchange. And they gave us money and received service. We gave them service and received money, and this must be balanced. If it's not balanced, really weird things start to happen. If you didn't receive enough compensation for the service that you delivered, you're going to start to feel animosity. You might feel resentment for the way that you gave a lot and didn't receive fair exchange for what you gave. On the other hand, if you received too much and didn't give enough, you're going to feel unbalanced, like you might have been unfair. You might have stolen from them. And then they could feel the same way. If they paid too much and didn't receive enough, they're going to feel negative feelings towards you. And if they didn't pay enough and they received a lot, they're going to feel like they took more from you than they gave. So it really does work in both directions. That is the law of fair exchange. When you honor the law of fair exchange, you feel fulfilled and you feel balanced in your business. And that's what we want as business people. That's what we want as business owners. So it is important that we keep fair exchange in mind as we are charging people for what we do. When you bring in new clients who you are charging more to, you are now in fair exchange at that level, which is placing you out of fair exchange for your former or your existing clients because you haven't raised their rates. So you, just by the laws of fair exchange and by the way it works, you're going to start to feel negative about those clients because you've got these clients who are paying you more and are generating more towards your income, and then these clients who are generating less, but you're giving them the same amount of work. So you're in fair exchange here, you're out of fair exchange here, you start to develop feelings of resentment here. You're going to want to quickly resolve that. You're going to resolve it by either lowering your service levels to them, and they're not going to have a good experience and they're going to leave you, or you're going to raise their rates. So this is why it's important to raise the rates of your existing clients. And you just have to do it. You have to understand that some people are going to leave you. That would be a time for honest self-reflection. If someone leaves you, make sure you understand why. Make sure you understand that maybe they weren't getting enough value from you. It's time to explore that. When someone leaves you because they weren't getting enough value, you must engage in some honest self-reflection and say why. Maybe ask them. That would be the best feedback you could get. And then you take that feedback and you integrate it into your service to mitigate attrition. So everything that we've covered today, super important. Set the right foundations, raise those rates, raise the rates for existing clients, add value everywhere you get. And while you're at it, take a moment and register for proutyclass.com and join me in the free class that I'm giving this week, where we're just going to have a ton of fun hanging out together and learning stuff that you can start applying right away. For everyone on YouTube, now would be a genius time to click the subscribe button and turn on the bell for notifications so that you get alerts every time I create a new video like this. And while everything that I've just taught you is important, it might not be everything that you need, which is why I'm going to put a link to a video right here for you to check out right now that's going to help you attract more clients to your business. And of course, if you click on my face, you can subscribe to my channel and get alerts every time I create new videos like this. That was just for the people over on YouTube. You guys everywhere else, you know exactly what you need to do to follow, like, and share and consume the content that I deliver. LinkedIn, the chat's very quiet, and that's totally cool. Facebook, let's see what's going on over in Facebook land. See who's over there. We've got a couple of viewers over in Facebook. Thank you so much for being here. I'm very grateful that you were here. And then the stream over on YouTube. J. Paul says good morning, which is awesome because it is morning where he is over there on the east coast of Africa. Good morning, J. Paul, and I certainly do hope you are going to have a tremendously productive day today where you are. And I always look forward to your check-ins because you are doing some amazing things. So that wraps it up for today. Thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we're going to come back. We're going to talk technology. I'll give you a little tutorial on some tech that's going to make your lives easier as you do what you do, as you do your business. All right. So don't forget, go here, proutyclass.com. Sign up, give me your name, your email. I'm going to send you an invitation. Come spend some time with me this week, live, interact with me, ask me questions, and let's get you getting more clients this week. All right? Thanks so much for hanging out tonight, everybody. I'm shutting down the stream, and I am going to get back to work because there are people out there who need what I do. So I'm going to go find those people and show them I can help them. Maybe you're one of them. And maybe I just showed you that. And maybe you'll come here and discover that even more. Thanks for hanging out again. And